Buyer-agent agreements. 4 quick points before we get started. Home buying laws and protocols vary widely across states. While I'm recognized nationally as a home buying expert, my authority is limited to Michigan, where I'm licensed. So, real estate is a highly localized business, so working with an agent with experience in your target areas is crucial. And while home buying can be exciting, it's a serious endeavor. Many people spend more time deciding what to have for lunch than choosing who to work with to buy a home. That's a bad plan. Take the time to find a great agent to partner with. Finally, you don't sign an agreement with an agent. You sign an agreement with a brokerage company, and the company employs the agent. All the financial dealings and responsibilities go through the brokerage. So when you're choosing an agent to work with, you're also choosing the brokerage they work for. Now, about signing a buyer-agent agreement. Let's begin with this. Signing an agreement is the same as signing a contract. Real estate agents often use the term agreement to make it feel less daunting, but it's as significant as signing an apartment lease, a car loan, or any other legally binding document. Take it seriously. There are 3 things to consider before you sign any contract: what you're receiving, what you're giving up, and what your other options are. So let's start with the third point. Due to a new rule by the National Association of REALTORS, you must sign a buyer agreement to view properties with a realtor. This isn't really a major change. The vast majority of home buyers already chose to work with a real estate agent before the rule, and the vast majority will continue to do so now. The difference is that realtors must get a buyer agreement signed before showing homes. Previously, many agents only discussed buyer-agent agreements once buyers wanted to make an offer on a home, so it's kind of combined with signing the purchase offer and other documents. The good news? You're now empowered to interview and select the company and agent you want to work with before the process begins. So you don't need to settle for whoever takes you to see a home, and there are many companies and agents to choose from. All right, so what are you receiving? When you sign a buyer-agent agreement, what you receive will depend on the agent you choose. Some agents simply schedule appointments and unlock doors, while others specialize in helping you critically evaluate homes. Similarly, some agents may only hand you a lender's business card, while others will guide you through lender choice, offering well-reasoned recommendations and money-saving options. When it comes time for your home inspection, some agents actively engage during home inspections, helping you understand the findings and putting them into context, while others might be somewhere else in the home, focused on their phones or their next deal. Differences between agents are significant, and it starts with the focus of the brokerage, who trains and manages the agents. Interviewing several agents will help you understand what each brings to the table. Now, what are you giving up? To understand what you're giving up, you need to review the buyer-agent agreements provided by the agents you interview. Most agreements require you to remain loyal to the agent during the contract's term. However, most agreements allow the agent to be disloyal if a property you are interested in happens to be listed by their company. This will enable them to potentially increase their profits at your expense. You'll also be responsible for ensuring the brokerage is compensated in the transaction. Buyer agents don't work for free. This reality is one of the motivations behind the new rule, as many agents previously claimed their services were free because they're paid through the seller's proceeds. But it was always your money that was funding the entire process, whether the seller pays the brokerage commissions or you do. Speaking of things you pay for, some companies charge administrative or compliance fees in addition to commissions. You need to compare agreements carefully to understand potential costs. Now, here's a little secret. Most real estate agents focus on the listing side of the business because that's where the most significant profit is. Listing agents often spend heavily on marketing to impress sellers and attract buyers, delegating buyer interactions to assistants or less experienced agents. These assistants often lack the expertise to guide you as a buyer effectively. Real estate brokerages called exclusive buyer agencies offer an alternative. These brokerages only work with buyers. They never take listings and never have a seller as a client, avoiding the conflicts of interest common in traditional real estate practices. They're solely focused on helping you make informed purchasing decisions. Consumer advocates recommend interviewing at least 3 agents, including one from an exclusive buyer agency. All right, how about 5 characteristics to look for when choosing a buyer agent? The first is property evaluation skills. You're going to have them help you, right? So can they identify how a floor plan of a 100-year-old home differs from a 50-year-old home or a new build? Do they understand differences in finishes, safety, and energy efficiency of different homes? Ask if they know the 10 critical location characteristics in home buying. Second is proven success. Top buyer agents will be happy to talk about the 6 ways they work to save buyers money and how they've saved buyers money in the past. They should also be able to describe previous transactions where they met a buyer's unique needs. Third characteristic is negotiation expertise. Do they have formal negotiation training? How have they successfully applied it in past transactions? Ask about their approach to presenting credible and effective offers, or ask them the 4 ways to resolve inspection issues in your favor as a buyer. Next characteristic is loyalty. Are they truly representing your interest, or are they incentivized to push specific lenders, title companies, or deals? Loyalty matters. Verify whether this loyalty is reflected in their written agreements, as some companies profit from pushing specific vendors. Finally, mortgage shopping and negotiation ability. A good buyer's agent can help you get the best pricing on your loan, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in the first 5 years of homeownership and beyond. Now, 5 years is normally the best period to use when comparing lender pricing. So, finding buyer agents to interview. You should start your search with national referral companies. The National Association of Exclusive Buyer Agents, NAEBA, is a standard-setting group for buyer agencies, and it maintains a directory of exclusive buyer agents at naeba.org. Buyer Agent Search lists exclusive buyer agents and other buyer agents with strong track record of success with home buyers at buyeragentsearch.com. After exploring these resources, conduct local research. Search online for your town name and then buyer agent. But be discerning. Many companies that surface in the Google searches still prioritize sellers' interest or are just promoting their own listings on their website. Few even mention working to save you money on a home purchase or working at all in your best interest. Finally, ask friends for recommendations and check reviews. Keep in mind that a friend's positive experience doesn't guarantee the agent's competence. Focus on the specific skills and expertise we just discussed earlier. All right, the conclusion. Signing a buyer-agent agreement isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity to thoughtfully choose the right partner for your home buying effort by interviewing agents, comparing contracts, and asking tough questions. You'll set yourself up for success if you do. So do your homework, choose wisely, and enjoy the journey.